Hey everyone, as you may have seen, I have started hosting monthly 1v1 tournaments for Halo Wars 2. This video is from the July event. You can check out the bracket with the link in the description section. If you want to join these tournaments, make sure to join my Discord as well. Not only will you be among the first to hear of them, but you can also take part in my new challenge system. This is basically a private ladder where you can play against people above you to take their spot, giving you a favorable position in the tournaments. So, do join the Discord, it is 300% worth it. One last thing, according to YouTube analytics, over 80% of you watching my content are not subscribed. That's crazy. Help your boy out, eh? Okay, let's go. Hero Absolution versus Spartan Seb in a best of 7. Liam, what do you think?
This is a really tough one between these two guys. I've casted a few series between these two. EoD normally comes out on top. He has been playing the game longer. I would say he's a better player and he has more depth about him in his leader picks. But Hero's not to be sniffed at. I mean, he's a good player as well. He could easily take this series. It could go either way.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. Especially about the could go either way part. I just struggle seeing how we wouldn't go to at least a game 5. And I think we're gonna see more than that even.
Yeah, definitely. It might go to a game 7, and that means both players have to use 7 different leaders. So that just shows how good these players are. The ability to play 7 different leaders in a series at a high level.
I could totally see that.
Alright, so first map going to be Vault. And then loser picks.
Going to increase your volume there a bit. Hopefully it will work out nicely. Everyone in the chat, feel free to complain if it doesn't work.
Hero's already saying in the chat, tagging EoD, you will die well. You will die today. So Hero Absolution already giving some friendly banner across to the side of EoD. Alright, so it looks like the players have picked their leaders. We're going to be getting Voridus going up against Arbiter on Vault.
It's not a mirror. Hey, we win. Everybody wins.
I was about to say hold your breath just in case of black screen, but we are good. We can see. So EoD, as Voridus, he's going to be opening up Chopper and spreading out his grunts across the map.
Quick player intros here. Hero Absolution in the blue here, playing as Arbiter. And on the other side, the red guy, EoDspartan Seb, playing as Voridus. And yeah, there is a chopper. He sent the early grunt across a teleporter? What? That's interesting. I guess that speeds things up a bit.
Yeah, he did that last game as well, but it was with a jackrabbit. He just likes to harass the power, and is a quicker route going through the teleporter than it is all the way around. So you've now got a chopper coming to harass this grunt as well, which has shot the sentinels and running for its life to the garrison.
Yeah, that's not something you want to take. It's not like your colony and you can get a skitter around top and get splash damage. The garrison grunts are just really safe there, but they're not picking up resources, which is great news for EoD.
It has been very aggressive here. He manages to bully another grunt off the power on the opposite side. He's going to jump in the garrison as well, and he picks up the double mini.
Oh, but Hero comes back and picks up the remaining packet. I believe these smaller packets are 50 resources each, so 100 total, whereas the big barrel is 150 total.
Yeah, that's correct. We're now getting a scout from EoD with the chopper on Hero Absolution's base. He's going to scout the War Council. So we're going to be getting an early Arbiter hero coming out on Vault. I just wonder how much damage he's going to be able to do exactly.
Oh, from the back mini even, wow. EoD going the raid camp route, so is he going jump back routes? That might be one of the ways to help deal with that Arbiter, but I do prefer chopper play in general because, well, it's pretty simple, right? Arbiter has cloaked grunts, That's the only upgrade you can get for them in tier 1, and it's not particularly good against choppers, especially if you upgrade the choppers. They just kind of get smashed by the splash damage from the shrapnel rounds. And chain rams are really good against the Arbiter hero.
They're definitely good against all heroes in general. I think EoD has put the raid camp up just for the extra base damage, because he is Voridus, he will have combat spells, but doesn't look like heroes picking up many minis, to be honest. He's got a grunt trapped on the ledge here with the stasis mines, but the Arbiter hero is out, only picking up 1 mini.
That stuck grunt with the mines. It's like, do I go? Do I stay?
Already a jump up route going through the teleporter, going onto the main base of Hero Absolution.
It's a big deal that that gets seen by the garrison, though. He reroutes the Arbiter and actually decides it's not even necessary, because after all, he's gonna have 3 turrets. With the 2 upgraded generators, I'm liking this play a lot.
Yeah, deciding to build a couple of ghosts as well, just to support his army against this jump up brutal harass. Generally with Voridus you would go grunt mine, but since EoD already has all of the mini bases and there's not a lot of ghosts, we probably won't be seeing that.
Very true. Yeah, picking up the other double mini base now, that's just savage. But Hero is going to have the tech lead, and the later the game goes, the better this is for Arbiter. It's just getting to that point where the Arbiter hero is, you know, fully upgraded, and you have Conduit 2 at least. That's when he really shines. Now, the first Conduit of Rage only gives like 25% extra attacks as a modifier, but if you get to level 2, it jumps up to 35% damage, and that's crazy by itself, because that's more than all the global upgrades together. Get it to tier 3 and it's 45.
It's definitely very strong, you just need those powers to support it. Obviously the buff only lasts 10 seconds and it does not stack anymore.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm kind of confused by the Voridus pick on this map. There is a lot better maps to pick him on where you guarantee yourself a win. I feel like this could kind of go either way, because Arbiter's scalability is going to be really good, but worrying for Hero Absolution at the moment, considering he's picked up no mini bases whatsoever.
Very true. I do like Voridus myself on the smaller maps. It's generally much easier to jump between the locations and get that combat salvage off of, not combat salvage, sorry, combat spoils off of the buildings.
Okay, so we're actually seeing EoD going to a Voridus hero now on Tech 1. So he's not going to Tech 2, he's going to build the hero on the right side, double mini. While Hero Absolution is getting Tech 2, he's 20 seconds out, but he's all turreted up. He's bunkered down. He's got 4 turrets on his main base, and a raid camp on the mini as well.
Suicide grunts.
Okay, he's cancelled that for the War Council. He wants that Tech 2 hero. Not the best connections for the Suicide Grunts. They're just going to trade 1 for 1 on the Grunts there.
Yeah, it's not very good if you get them on the goo. They get slowed down so much and their charge just isn't as impressive at that point. Hero on tier 2 now.
This is basically Arbiter versus the world here. He did go grunt mine, so he's committing everything to Tech 1, EoD is, and we're about to see a Tech 2 Arbiter with Marauder spam by the looks of things.
Yeah. And that transitions very, very smoothly into Raves, actually.
Definitely, you're only spending blue, and with the lack of pads, and he won't be able to secure an Expo, he won't be able to get that fair generator, so he needs to preserve as much power as he can. Looks like Arbiter's going to be focusing down the Voridus hero immediately, but yeah. Here comes the push from EoD. All goes into stasis.
Well, everyone will get healed up. Stasis does not block healing. And the Arbiter can probably get a bunch of pickups. Now, I was thinking...
shield, though.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna keep losing it, even though he's tier 2 now, finally. But all damage now is permanent. The shield jet saves it. Nice. So, you know, I was thinking, EoD has been on 2 gens for so long, and he just doesn't control any of the nodes. His Tech 2 is gonna be really late.
He's just queued up Tech 2 now. He did have like 1600 power when he did, though, just from harassing this base. But because the shield's up, that's going to stop the combat spoils from coming in and allow the Arbiter to get his shield back. He's picking off a lot of grunt. Would not surprise me if he gets vet very soon.
That's right. He's going to have his ability back up in moments just when the shield falls. So everyone here is going to be healed, and there's so few grunts left.
He should be killing the hero. The hero has no shield. Rendok going to be coming down. He's already used Invic, so he can't heal him up.
That's right. And actually the hero is taking a lot of turret fire as well. Oh, this one's spasming a little bit. Not quite targeting anyone.
We have an Enforcer drop coming down. Going to proc the Conduit of Rage and help heal some of his units.
Yeah, the Extractor is coming right back up there. Oh wait, it actually didn't get the proc. Never mind then. Anyways, the Enforcers are going to make a nice addition to this army and allow for some building counterattacks to happen.
The one Marauder chased down the Voridus hero and just took him out on the right hand side. So good defense by Hero Absolution, and the Arbiter gets vet 1.
Oh, that is so huge, especially the vet one. Wait, EoDspartan Seb already at 1100 power? Are you kidding me? He's remaking the hero even. You know, by the time Hero Absolution can get across the map even, he'll be on the way to tier 3. But here's a weird thing, he's making a shield gen at the front? That's an easy kill. Even if the shield does go up, Hero Absolution will be able to knock that back down and then kill the shield at some point. I don't like that position. Got an Expo, however, that's nice.
Yeah, both players going to be securing their Expo, and like you said, EoD can almost go into race if he wants to do so, but doesn't look like Hero's going to be going Phantoms with Hunters at any time soon.
Oh no, he'll probably want his third base before that. It's really difficult to just try and make Phantoms off of 2 bases. It's just not enough production, I think. Although we've certainly seen counter examples to that, it's rare.
The Grunts are continuing the harass, and EoD's Marauder NG drop is going to be able to save his double mini on the right hand side and push off this army of Enforcers that Hero has over there.
Oh, this mini is so low. He actually didn't keep the Engineer here. Might be a risk, because there's still an Enforcer nearby.
There's a Marauder coming back to finish it off now.
Oh, that's a million IQ. I don't think he's going to get it, though. He's not targeting it. Oh man, that would have been so good.
However, EoD is chasing down the Marauders of Hero Absolution all the way back to his main base. He picked off about 2 or 3 Marauders there, and now he gets to harass his only mini base.
That's right. It's actually a really tough thing to escape with Marauders from Marauders, because all of those secondary missiles have a massive slow, and they're firing really often.
The Y ability gets proc for the Arbiter as he comes to engage these Marauders.
He's so mad.
The
He's gonna get
Enforcer
the
drop
second
is
star
back up.
soon.
Oh, the other double mini might be going down. Hero does manage to pick off the other double mini with a single Marauder, so that is a good pick for him. He can now push onto his Expo. The shield's coming up onto his Expo. He's going to stasis the leader so he can get his army over there.
Yeah, this is an easy save there. The shield gen is still a moment out, but I mean, he's gonna bring his Arbiter around, and that guy's stronger than all of the stuff here.
Got an NG as well on the shield generator. It's glitching for me, so I can't see the time left. But the Y ability comes down with the Invic. He pulls the NG off, and the shield is gonna fall.
Wow, that is so unfortunate there. For sure, I thought that was gonna work, but it appears not. And we are, you know, Liam, at almost 12 minutes. The last leader power point to unlock. Cataclysm is coming in. I wouldn't be
Cataclysm is
shocked
coming in, but if Hero picks mass
down.
stasis, it's gonna do absolutely nothing.
That's true.
Arbiter once again losing a ship. There is the Cataclysm. He's just gonna walk out of it.
What?
And he's gonna resign, I think.
Wait a second. Really?
No, Hero's gonna resign.
What?
Wow, okay.
I guess, I mean, EoD was like... Was he tier 3 at the end there?
I mean, I didn't expect that. he still had the X, but it wasn't really going to do much damage to it. And his army was about to walk out of it, so...
He was going to save the Arbiter, which is like all that matters in this case. If you don't lose a starred up Arbiter, you're fine, right? At least that's my gut feeling here. Definitely a premature...
Yeah, I feel like it was very premature.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, well, let's get ready for the next one. Is Hero on PC? Can he see our chat?
He is, yeah. Hero is on
PC. The classic. This matchup keeps coming back every tournament.
All the time, but like... I always feel like Yap Yap wins it, but the games I've been seeing... Because every time I play Yap Yap into Atriox, I tend to always win it. But the matchups today have been 50-50. And I've seen this 3 or 4 times today as well, on various different maps.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of factors to it. I mean, there is a win condition for Atriox, and, you know, if you get things done like putting your plasma mines on that shield, it will drop it real fast. Anyways, to quickly introduce these players, in the red here, we've got the winner of the previous game. He probably doesn't need your support as much, but probably still wants it. It is EoDspartan Seb playing as Trox.
All the way from England.
No, the other side. Wait, you're Scottish. Why are you? Anyway.
I'm not Scottish. What the fuck?
Wait, you're not?
No.
I thought you're... Oh.
No, I'm not Scottish.
What did I do? Alright, never mind. It is Hero Absolution playing Yap Yap. Let's switch topics.
But I'm like way below Newcastle.
Okay, got it. I got this so wrong. Jeez.
Continue.
Embarrassing.
Forgive and forget.
Fire me. Anyway, gets the center there. EoD does. I mean, this is Yap Yap's weakness, right? You go after that power. What are these cannon fodder gonna do? Not much.
Yeah, all he can do is drop a mine, and it's normally difficult to try and drop it right on top of the power bundle where they can't pick it up at all. But Hero did steal 2 mini bases on the side of EoD. Looks like he's just putting harvesters on them, but War Council 4 from EoD could counter any early push that Yap throws at him.
Yep, that is pretty standard, I would say. And along with a raid camp. So what I want to see is countermeasures here. All those mines, if they can hit masses of cannon fodder, they just do so much damage. And then you also get your plasma mines, which are a second source of general AoE damage, which you really need the crowd control in this matchup as Atriox.
Yeah, and it looks like EoD's putting a second raid camp on the double mini as well, so he's going to be going hard on Tech 1. Meanwhile, Hero's probably just going to go into a typical chopper spam, try and build up the numbers, and you've got to really play for that third point. The mine drop, the shade surge drop is extremely good against the Chosen. You've got to catch him out, but you've got to beat him to the point, because if he has bulwark, he can completely counter that combo, and then you find yourself in a tough spot.
Sure. Although, if you surround him very well, you can maybe make it work. I do prefer to use teleport to counter that myself, but that is a point later, not a luxury that Atriox has at that point.
Exactly. It comes on 4th point, so it's just too late for the first engagement. But we do have a nice mine placement on the left, and the Chosen is here. Unupgraded. Does pitiful amount of damage when he has an upgrade. Can't even kill a fodder.
So bad. He's the worst. Look at this guy. Oh my god, it's so bad.
I think if he didn't have his upgrade, this fodder would kill him.
Probably. I mean, there's a lot more coming, so this is looking scary. Anyway, there's the plasma rounds. It's all good now.
There you go. And we got a big spread on the map from EoD. He has units everywhere. It's almost like he has the cannon fodder.
Yeah. What's going on exactly here? Actually, Chopper's coming out of Hero Absolution. He's mixing... Ooh, shrapnel rounds on the way as well.
Yeah, he tends to do that a lot with his banished leaders. He'll always go choppers and shrapnel rounds, especially against a good leader like Atriox. But the choppers, he needs to build up the numbers. He can't afford to lose them early. We've already got jump pack brutes on the generator of Hero Absolution with plasma mines there as well. The chopper almost glided into that one.
long as they can keep the distance, they're gonna pretty easily take this out. But that generator is getting low. So if Chosen decides to come across,
it's from one jump pad brute.
Yep.
That's how much damage he just did. He's gonna try and bait him into the mines, but Hero does have shrapnel rounds now. He can see the mines.
Yep, he can also target it down, so probably a good idea to... Oh, running cannon fodder into it, that's fine. Yeah, that works. Chosen gonna take a note.
That's what they were made for.
Oh, yeah.
So Seb did retake one mini, he's about to retake a second, so he's doing a really good job on take one here. The choppers are, however, going over to kill those jump pad brutes. He still has the double racks up. And there's just jump pad brutes everywhere from EoD.
Yeah, this can... You know, with how much control EoD has right now, he could very easily take over the nodes as well. Very important point, but...
The Chosen just gets vet 1, took down 2 choppers there. It's probably the easiest hero to vet up in the game.
Because he actually stops.
In here as well.
Yeah. He has to stop when he shoots. But at least, you know, you want to micro him all the time, so you'll give orders, and then he stops.
Yeah, he's going to be super annoying in this garrison. Hero can't really push it with the choppers.
No. And even if it was out in the open, he'd need more than that.
He's going to get a few good shots out on these choppers as well from the garrison. And he stood still. He's feeding on fodder right now.
Oh, another chopper goes down. Every chopper is so expensive. You know, you kill 2 choppers, you could buy a generator. That's how you gotta think about it, in my opinion. And these choppers are getting real low.
Yeah, these jump pad brutes are putting in work with these trip mines on the choppers. Chosen leaves the garrison. He comes in, pops off another shot, takes down another chopper. Hero is struggling right now. There we go. Another one goes down. And another one bites the dust. There it is. He messes up the combo. He misses the mine.
Well, he's
Just get the chain stuns with the turret there, but not enough units here to kill that Chosen, unfortunately.
Even if he surrounds it completely. Oh, oof. Wait a second. What just happened there? One of the mine hits got eaten up by that Chosen. He's going to have to stick around here in the heel and try to get a few more shots.
That was unfortunate. He just walked into the mine despite being nowhere near it.
That mine has a huge detonation radius, and tell you what, it actually does not have damage radii. So, full damage in all of the blast radius. It is OP.
And now Hero, after killing the Chosen, he can relax a bit, take map control with the choppers, while also getting into Tech 2. He's only 12 seconds out for that.
That's right, hold on. Actually, upgraded pads, shrapnel mines, and the hero remake, I think, is what we're going to be seeing out of Spartan Seb. He's stuck in tier 1 for perpetuity, I guess?
Yeah, he's playing T1 a lot. He managed to retake almost every mini. Hero did pick that one back up that EoD just sacked near the choppers, and the choppers do clean up the jump pad brews. Pretty similar population right now, but Hero has all this fodder.
Oh god, there's the grunt drop. Supported by all of these choppers as well. This is so tough.
Yeah, the Chosen's going to get out though, so he's going to put in some work in a second.
Yeah, if he can target down those... oh, nice. Immediately gets the chopper. If he can kill the other weak choppers with that Chosen, that would be huge. But you know, he's completely surrounded, and you don't want to get into methane like that. Chopper's gonna be... Oh, I detonated the mine.
Yeah, he's just gonna jump in the garrison. The mines go down from EoD, though. It's double surprise man there.
Close enough to detonate. Oh my god, are you kidding me?
He's got Angies here. He needs to get them on the Chosen ASAP. He didn't heal the Chosen. He was healing a grunt, and the Chosen goes down again.
Oh, that garrison getting mined there was the play for Hero Absolution. I don't see how EoD can come back from that, losing the hero twice in a row, and now he's gonna go up against 3 Grunt Goblins. There is a double war cancel being made so that Hero Absolution can make them really quick and also upgrade them at the same time. Shortstorm Launcher is on the way, and then he can probably expand after all that.
And the Chosen coming out for the third time this game, and EoD finds himself 100 power away from Tech 2.
Yeah, he was hard stuck in tier 1 for so long, it's almost 10 minutes. This is when usually people start getting to their ultimate ability.
I mean, he's upgrading to Tech 2 now. There's going to be obviously no shield on the main base, so that grunts from above. If he didn't drop it on the double mini, he could have definitely stripped his whole main base with that while the Chosen was dead.
True. Most of it is dead now, so that's over.
Till next time.
Till next time. It comes back pretty quick. Is it like 180 seconds or so? I think it's
yeah,
like,
180.
Yeah. Well, the Chosen is here, and that's only 2 heroes, not 3. But Hero Absolution should have the mine back in a moment, as well as the Shade Turrets. So that Chosen could be in trouble again.
By now he should have teleport, so he should be able to get out of it. Definitely want to try and vet up the Chosen, keep him alive using teleport, because he becomes really strong that way. Scorch Round's now being upgraded for the Chosen, so he's about to get his Tech 2 upgrade.
Yeah, once that happens, this is a lot less scary for sure. And also if that Expo goes up and the shield can be placed on it, EoDspartan Seb is in for a good game. Yap Yap doesn't brutally outscale Atriox in the super late game thanks to all the invulnerabilities and Plasma Mines 2 actually breaking Grunt Domes pretty quick. But I would say that Yap Yap is the stronger in the late game, and
yeah, it all comes down to how the players use those leader powers. If they just throw them away like I saw in a couple of series earlier, then it can be really tough for the Atriox, but
yeah.
Just because of the bulwarks, essentially. Atriox has 1 bulwark, Yap Yap has 3.
True. That's pretty much the problem. You can't eradicate the Yap Yap army if the heroes are alive. Runs from above.
Back up, but there is a shield gen 10 seconds out on the main base for EoD.
It's probably too late now.
Definitely too late. He doesn't have the economy for it either, so he still has to save up for that.
Heavy grunts being made. There's a bunch of rangers, but not too many.
Hero's just trying to retake some of these mini bases, but you're seeing not a lot of base damage come out from him.
No.
You're seeing him struggle to take the double mini. He finally takes it down. He will be able to retake that for himself, but EoD has most of the mini bases on the map, plus a working Expo that has just been upgraded.
Wait, he's making jump routes? That's a triple raid camp. Is he going into
Dark Skies.
Brother? Sorry, Dark Skies, yeah.
Look, he's going to teleport out of the mine turret combo, so that has been completely stopped. He's not going to lose any units there, and that is 2 leader powers for the price of 1. Couple of rangers here for Hero, though, to beef up his army. Still got the fodder. The plasma mine's going down with the stun from the jump pack route. No, the Grunt Goblin is going to eat those mines.
Shater just got wrecked.
It's a quadruple Rax from EoDspartan Seb.
Not enough racks.
No Dark Skies yet. A big beam going to be going down on the army. The Bulwark is going to save some of the units with the invulnerability.
But all of the engineers are dead. This army has no staying power. The Atriox is chosen is going to wreck all this if they actually go for the direct fight. Looks like EoD prefers
running away.
Though. What's going
on?
I'm not
sure why. I'm not sure why he's running away, but he had that fight won in the bag.
I guess he wants to wait for Dark Skies. Or not. He's engaging again. I don't know.
Dark Skies is halfway there. The Chosen can pick off these leaders, though. I would not leave those alive.
Yeah, they'll just heal up. Like, the next opportunity they get, they're gonna get healed. And no doubt Hero is already working on that some more. Actually, he does not have a war council. Hold on. Making a lot of cannon fodder to beef up his army the easiest way he can.
So we're actually seeing a quadruple Rax and an Apex on the Expo EoD. And that's going to be super annoying because these jump pack brutes get a beefy health bar with that Dark Skies.
There's not too many jump pack routes just yet, but a lot are on the way.
Look at the base damage.
That's hot.
There is a lot of rangers here, but he's going to need a lot more if he wants to combat a 4 Rax jump pack group spam.
Well, if EoD keeps running away, he might just get there. I don't know, man. That Chosen could do more work, I feel. It's a really strong hero. It doesn't die very easily. Teleport is going to be back soon.
He does have his back turned constantly, the Chosen. Look at this army of jump out brutes.
Oh my god.
Pushing it to the main base. That looks scary.
Maybe that's the opportunity, the opening he wanted to get. He pulled away that main army.
He's doing a split push right now. He's got the Chosen on the Expo. Jump out brutes to the main.
Hero all unted away from that to go after the hero.
There's the jump. He's going to jump over the mines. They're going to explode from the trip mines.
Actually, he still detonates one of the brutes, but that's fine. EoDspartan Seb is going to have enough cash to do an eradication too. But the
beam going to be coming down on the jump out brutes.
No stack.
Going to try and split out of it, but a lot of them are dying. Yeah, he needs a shield down. He's going to do an erad. He's going to erad the base. Try and kill a few pads. And this is going to be a constant barrage of jump out brutes coming to his main base.
Well, they're going to his expo now, and that's not shielded, so I would say EoDspartan Seb should be able to get Hero Absolution's expo very easily. Actually, there's no way that that's
this is a huge big brain play from EoD. Hero's all over the place. He doesn't know how to handle it. He doesn't know what to do. He's back and forth, and EoD's just got jump out brutes everywhere.
And now that he has this group together with the Chosen, no need to split push anymore. He can just combine the whole thing and do an eradication to top it all off.
Yeah, he took down the base of Hero Absolution and picked up another 2 bases for himself while doing all this.
Ooh, the Brave is actually a very good tool to try and hold this.
There we go. The power's going over the top. The mine's super annoying. Going to stun everything. No leader powers to follow up on though.
Yeah, I think the mines are on cooldown. You know what? These jump out brutes are getting wrecked.
The shield's back up, which is good.
And with the Brave going under the shields, that's not going to die. So by itself, that's enough to push this back. The Chosen could take it out.
EoD bought that many jump out brutes. He's nowhere near tech free, and that many bases as well. But is that the mine? The plasma mine's going down somewhere.
I think one of them was. No, that was just a scorch round. Well, EoD has the entire map. Even if he loses a base, it's cool. He's building everywhere. And he's still keeping up the jump routes. What?
Yeah, he's got more rifts on the way, but he's going to need a lot of rifts to deal with all these jump out brutes, especially since he only has one base. He's going to have to defend it. That's way too much power right now. No mini bases, no extra base. EoD is looking in a strong position right now. Chosen now in the garrison as well. Going to be taking a few shots at this shield.
Yeah, you know, if I'm EoD, this is fine to keep doing this. Every shot from the Chosen is going to drain that shield, and if those jump out brutes get to jump over all of this when the shield is out, that's just going to ravage the entire thing, and then you put Eradication on top. Hold on, Dying Breath going down on these guys.
Dying Breath on every jump out brute. If he takes the shield down, erads the base, he'll completely strip it.
Absolutely. Looks like he wants to split up the jump routes, so he's jumping into multiple locations.
Mine's going down.
Never mind.
Oh my god, it's disgusting. It's raining mines.
Hallelujah.
It's a drop. He's 100 power away from an erad, and this looks like it's game over.
That extractor doesn't want to die. It's getting out healed. Are you kidding me? But the eradication is going down.
Too early to stop the main damage of the
key is heal his base. EoDspartan healed Hero's base. He wants him to get out of here, and he does.
And that's a GG with an unorthodox strategy with Atriox that not many can pull off.
No, this is not easy. It looked easy, but I mean, he was behind for so long, for the longest time, really. Came back with a vengeance. Great play. We're seeing a lot of Anders on this map picked as well, just because of all the ledges allowing the Retriever to roam around and do base damage.
And the siege is annoying.
Siege is super annoying, especially if you can hit an enemy base with it, but you absolutely can between the expansions.
Yeah, we saw Almirante, I think, earlier. He played Anders on this map and he put a siege turret on the forward expo.
Nice.
Just shooting across the map, spamming sentinels everywhere.
You know what I miss, Liam? The protector sentinels? I miss those. No one's making them. What?
Well, EoD does. If he goes Anders,
he does?
Like, yeah, he makes them like nearly every game.
Don't give me hope.
But he plays so well with them, like.
Actually, I've seen one of those on his stream, I believe.
Here we go.
Yes!
We might be seeing it.
I have hope.
See, the thing is, like, Hero likes to spam choppers, right? So EoD, if he sees mass choppers, he'll be going into the sentinels, and they actually put in a lot of work against the choppers. And the Jerome Mantis as well, they absolutely shred through him.
I actually think that's exactly what I saw. Someone was chopper spamming him, and he just went into tier 2 through that. It was so late, but so good. Anyways, in the red, this is your boy EoDspartan Seb playing Anders on the other side. Hero Absolution, he really needs your support, so type something hero like in the chat like you guys did earlier. You know what I mean. It is an Atriox game from him.
Atriox vs Anders. Siege is definitely very annoying, but I feel like if anybody is going to be able to break Anders Siege, it will be Atriox.
Yep. It's a classic matchup. We've seen it ever since R&D was good. But hold on. Anders was always good, right? When was Anders bad?
Yeah.
Never, I think.
Basically since January, the R&D nerf hit her hard, but she's still a really good leader.
Yeah.
It kind of brought her more in line rather than super OP, so...
Yeah, I wanted to say
She's
she
still
was
good.
not great at the start, but then Sentinels were extremely OP, and so were Kodiaks, so never mind. She's still good, but probably not the very best.
So, looks like we got the Gen 2nd build from Hero, and EoD actually stealing some of the power on his side. Managed to pick up a lot of that, but he's going to get mini steal.
Yeah, and you know, Hero also stole a lot of the power. He came over with the grunts where his rally point is, and that was pretty brutal. Oh my god, double mini steal? You know, when Banish takes away your mini base and you're UNSC, you're gonna have a tough time, because you're gonna have to make flamers to take that back. EoD gets at least one, and he's gonna have to counter-steal.
Especially the back mini base when you have jump pack brutes, because those things jumping down the ledge when you have to walk all the way around to stop them is just super annoying.
That's right. They'll get not only the impact damage from their jump on your back generator, which is probably what... Yeah, that's how EoD built his base. Oh no, that's gonna hurt. And if there's countermeasures, which I actually doubt that Hero would go for here, it's a good map to expand on. Then
yeah, he does like double
more.
fort on this map. Definitely, I've played it a few times. He always goes double fort normally, but
yeah.
No raid camp on the back mini, which is disappointing. No early action here.
Well, he got 4 to 2 minis, still an advantage. And he's going to go Chosen at some point. Oh, he's got it going in the back.
Looks like he's changed his mind about the raid camp. He had it built. He's just going to recycle it and go for a second generator.
Fair enough. That's unfortunate. It would have been nice to get out one... Oh, he got out one jump back route. Never mind. It's all good. He's actually killing the supply path first. And the reason he's doing that is because you're going to not only deny the economy earlier, but you're going to get more leader power XP. Wait, did EoD blow that up himself?
Oh, no, I don't think so.
It was so close. It might have been, but probably not. Anyways, you get more leader power XP if you do get the kill. So why not?
So we got small harassment from EoD. He's going to try and clear the mini bases on his side. Looks like just Marines and Jackrabbits at the moment, though. He's actually building snipers to push up.
And Douglas has his upgrade. The hijack upgrade. And looks like the armory has been swapped for a generator. Pretty standard play. Wait, there's a sniper. Oh, that's going to be really nice for the Chosen then. Chosen's still not upgraded. It's going to take a moment longer. So, in the meanwhile, it's not going to do a lot of damage to the Sentinels. But Hero should be, you know, not too far behind in power overall.
Yeah, he went for that quick expo as well. That's almost built, so it's 5 seconds out. Both players just kind of casually picking up their power nodes at the moment, clearing out the mini bases on their respective sides, and Hero has cleared out the one on his side, getting a Vet 1 jump out brute in the process.
They're right next to each other in the middle here. I don't think they know it. But if that grunt goes on top of this ledge, then at least Hero will know. Ah, it turns around. Never mind.
So looks like Hero might be trying to do to EoD what EoD did to Hero last game. We've already got a double raid camp on the expansion. EoD going to be picking up an expansion of his own, though, as he clears out those mini bases.
Yeah, I suppose the difference is that EoD is Anders here, so it's not going to be as easy.
It's definitely not as cheap.
No.
And you don't have the base damage. Obviously, with a double racks out, this base could be taken down quite easily once scouted.
Yeah, EoD still has a chance to cancel it if it gets attacked, but I don't think Hero is going for that just yet. Actually, he's not making jump routes. He's going tier 2 first. Also, probably gonna look to upgrade that. Either the Expo or he's gonna upgrade the Chosen. He's still got the War Council, never recycled it, so I would say that first then.
Yeah, he just gets the scout on that Expo as well as it gets built. So he knows it's there. That's probably going to be his #1 priority when those jump up routes do come out. We get an Apex and a Foundry coming up for him on Tech 2, and Scorch Rounds is being researched immediately.
Tier 2 still waits out for EoD. So the Spartan isn't going to be able to match the Chosen just yet. And just one sniper. Oh, 2 snipers. Hold on. 2 snipers. That's actually not bad. EoD going tier 2 now.
He's going to put it on the ledge, try and deny a couple of grunts crossing this power node. EoD now getting the scout on Hero's Expo as well. Pretty similar populations from both players, both going Tech 2. Hero slightly ahead.
Yep, the Marauder Rangers are already coming out. There's 2 Ranger squads. So it's not going to be jump up route at all. It's going to be just mass Ranger with Marauder and Engineers. I would even say it's worth it to get a Shroud or to counter the snipers and later the Douglas missiles. Oh god, this sniper gets wrecked.
Yeah, sniper gets wrecked. He focuses the second sniper as well. Didn't one-shot it though. Still red bar, going to be focusing down Douglas. EoD, if he goes into Kodiaks, this is the perfect push for Hero. Denying the Kodiaks because of this early push. Look at this Chosen. It's absolutely melting this army.
King Chosen.
Douglas does get his rocket upgrade though, and he's going to be running away for his life from these Rangers.
Yeah, we're not seeing any stuttering. So these Rangers are going to make short work of him.
He's going to stay there as well.
What the hell?
Rather than running away, he just stayed and basically suicided himself, and now he can push up onto the Expo if he wants to, or is he going to go main? It's like he's just going to go main.
Oh, there's a jump up route at the back actually. It's 1 star. Oh,
that's the one that took out the mini earlier. That's the goat. That's the goat. It's on hold ground though. It's not actually attacking.
No.
At
Yeah,
defense,
meta units,
down.
they don't like hold ground very much. Marauder gets taken out. Good use of the arc defense. Pushes this whole thing back, but the Chosen actually stays here, and it's doing some major damage to that generator, actually affecting the resource income with the slow, by the way.
Does get Nightingale out. He's going to try and immediately smoke that. Should be able to save it if he does.
Oh, you gotta smoke it though. You gotta press that button, man. Chosen unfocused it? He's not gonna do it.
Oh, he's gonna focus the Nightingale before the smoke comes down. Oh, the smoke gets cancelled as the Nightingale dies, but Douglas is here. The Atriox gets vet 1, and there's an army of grunts at EoD's Expo.
Teleport out. So clutch. So clutch.
The mine's there now as well. We got an energy. This base is almost dead. Douglas walks into the mines. He needs to turn the Rangers around. Focus this Douglas, and this Douglas will fall. We now have 1 Kodiak out.
Oh, he actually takes down one of the engineers. The one
what
with
a
the shield.
jump! He jumps over the wall to escape, but the base does fall.
That's an expensive loss for EoD. One that he doesn't want to take. And that's
Hero's
gonna be it.
plug him back. That's what he needed to grow his confidence in this series. Now we have a series on our hands. Okay, so we're actually going to be seeing Decimus go up against Shipmaster. Hero has been playing Shipmaster a lot on this map. I'm playing a lot of Decimuses as well, and generally Ship has been coming out on top, especially if you can get an early game advantage before that Decimus drop.
And you know what Hero does, right? He goes the Hero.
On a guard. The harassment.
Yep, he just does that all the way until tier 2. So no doubt that's gonna be what's gonna happen here today. Anyways,
Yeah, there's one game where I saw him do it really well. And other times it hasn't really worked out for him, but we'll see what happens in this series.
you know, surely EoD knows about it. He watches a lot.
Yeah, they do the research.
He's gonna play Decimus this time. And like we said, Hero is playing Shipmaster. No doubt going to go for that Hero. I don't doubt it for a second. He goes on about it for hours. You know that training ground server on Discord, Liam?
Yeah.
He would argue about it for hours that it's better than Chopper play. He beats everyone with it. His words, not mine.
Well, Hero has one good game, and then he preaches that it is the best strat available in the game today until it doesn't work, and then he'll change his mind. So
without him, no one would ever.
He believes in his strategies, so he believes he will be able to win this game and hopefully win the series to take on Almirante.
Hey, at least he's not saying it about Banshee Rush.
But while we're on the subject of Almirante waiting in the finals for these guys, do you think the winner of this stands a chance against the Mexican god himself?
Yes. I think these guys are, along with Vex, they were the best option for this whole time. There was honestly no one else really. Like, Yoda is good, but Yoda is not practiced, right? He has been memeing a lot lately on his streams, and not really training competitive 1v1. It's one thing to ladder and play a lot and troll people, but another to train for this level of play.
Yeah, I'm disappointed in his performance in the tournament. I understand him losing to Vex because Vex is an extremely good player, but losing to Hetchi, now Hetchi has some very questionable builds when it comes to playing.
We've seen better stuff, right?
I mean, it was only a couple of weeks ago he won the 2v2 tournament, so he can't be in that bad form. But, I mean, it was a best of 1, so technically it could go either way. Maybe if it was a best of 3, best of 5, he might have been able to best Hetchi in that, but unfortunately, he did get knocked out. And we are seeing some of the good players in the losers finals now. EoD and Hero could arguably be classed as top 5 players in today's 2020 Halo Wars 2.
There it is, Liam.
There he is. Sword is out.
Hero needs a hero. Gotta be strong, gotta be fast.
EoD has 2 leader points stacked. Doesn't quite know what he's going to pick yet. Hero's going straight to the main base.
Yeah, there's a sensor tower, so it's not going to be that simple. There's 2 choppers as well, and I wouldn't be shocked if he made a few more. Oh, wait, there's a lot more.
There's a lot more. I mean, he's going to have extract, so it's kind of a free get out of jail free card. He probably should have hit some of these choppers as they're ramming him. He's just getting stutter rammed to death right now.
He's going to allow it an extract. Oh!
He needs to turn around and do some damage. He could have killed at least 2 choppers there if he was focusing properly.
True.
EoD going to be picking up an expo and then immediately recycling the expo. On a guard. Still in cloak, but not actually harassing anything right now.
Wait, what's this honor guard doing now? Running around. Going after the extractor, actually. Good choice. EoDspartan with the expo.
We got the upgrade to Tech 2 from Hero Absolution as well. He's still trying to harass with this honor guard, but he's not really getting away with it. EoD's shutting this down pretty well as he gets Tech 2 for himself, and the expo goes up for him too.
Yeah, the cloak is gonna come back in a moment. So you should be able to get away with that. Oh!
Oh, the Vortex misses and the extract comes out. The plays. Well played, Hero.
That was a hell of a timing. And you know, once that Vortex goes down and those choppers keep firing, that honor guard does not live long. So this was actually a great choice to not even wait for it.
Can you actually extract out of a stun though?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it wouldn't have really mattered. He would have still got it off.
Yeah, it's just a question of clicking at the right moment, right? Because if that many choppers are targeting while the guy is debuffed in armor, that can result in a quick death. This time around, he's gonna have to use the cloak. He's trying to chase down the choppers.
He just can't catch them. They're too fast.
Yeah. Exactly.
He needs to focus that Apex though, rather than the main base. I think this is the first swipe of his blade he's actually got off this game, and we are 6 minutes in.
Yeah, you tickle that extractor a bit, and that's it. That's actually
it. One NG is going to come out and deny this.
Yep.
That's why I wanted him to kill the Apex while it was building. Could have denied that quite easily, but he's getting his expo back at home. Reaver now here can see the honor guard, who is Tech 2.
Yeah, even actually the cloak got used not too long ago. It's gonna take forever for it to recharge. So even if he could kill all this, I don't think he's getting out. Hunters are gonna be coming in, and there's a ranger for whatever reason. There's no infantry from our Decimus player at all, but there's a ranger. Okay. Honor guard getting low.
What is this walking speed? He's tiptoeing across the map, but still walking extremely fast. The Rams are coming in. The Hunter's here. The Ram takes him out. Killing Frenzy gets buffed on the Marauder and the Chopper there.
Well, that's a decent pickup, but now all the choppers are going to be useless as soon as there's more than one Hunter. So, you know, I think Hero's mindset on this is he forces a lot of choppers, he takes the map, he holds the nodes, and then he gets a counter army. Together with spirit support, that is going to be actually very, very tough to deal with. I guess he gets marauders too.
And spirit support isn't far away from him. Wouldn't surprise me if he already has it. He has just picked up a point. EoD slightly behind on the leader points.
Yeah,
Warlord's out.
Ooh, that's great actually.
Poor Marauder's gonna get rammed to death by those choppers.
Yeah, the Marauders are extremely weak to rams. So the more you can get off of that, the better. But now there's the 2-star Hunter. So Chad is here.
I'm gonna try and push this. A lot of it's gonna get pulled in, especially the Vet 2 Ranger. That is very valuable to Hero Absolution. Big beam coming down as well. The Warlord has lost his shield, and he's just gonna extract out of that, but the Hunter is left behind.
Steve died. I'm sad.
Shield gen coming on the base for EoD. And Hero gets a free reset. He extracted out, he gets to come back with his full army.
When that shield gen comes up, everything's gonna change, because you can just sit under this. And that Warlord can keep pulling 1 unit at a time, or 2 units at a time, based on the luck. Sometimes even 3. And
yeah, he's getting a sensor tower up as well, so he can see up the ledge in case any locusts decide to come up there. There we go. A Ranger and a Reaver get pulled, but the Reaver's going to jump away.
Yeah, it's not the best to pull a Reaver. Oh! Oh, that's the 5th node for Hero if you can take it. But there's a ground protecting. Good move by EoD to hold on to that. He probably wants
he's
to
definitely going to decap
well.
it. That does look like raid 1 from him. So it doesn't look like he's got tele. Looks like just raid 1 and extracts.
Yeah, teleport would be useful in this matchup, especially if you're not going
Pulls
ghosts.
in the Vet 2 Hunter again. He's going to get slammed.
No, Chad! You're going to get
down. He gets dunked on by the Warlord's hammer. Here we go. Here's the Locust. Going to add that bit of range and the damage to the shield.
Yeah, eventually that's going to power through the shield, and we know Marauders are not that great right now. Although there's not a lot here to counter it, I gotta say. What's Hero making to deal with it? He's making some Marauders, he's getting his own shields.
Get over here, the Warlord says. Pulls in another Ranger Reaver, and the Reaver repeats, just jumps away.
This is not going his way. Even the Ranger gets away, what?
So, in the background, looks like Hero is now upgrading to Tech 2, picking up a third base as well.
Yeah, both players.
Yeah, EoD on his way to Tech 2. Tech 3, sorry. Tech 3.
And there's going to be a shield in the back for EoD. None for Hero yet, but I guess Ship being the aggressor, that's kind of fine.
Swift Sport is back up, and he's just going to be annoying. He's going to push around the left, pick off a mini base, which does have a foundry on, so that's going to slow down his Marauder production. Or his Wraith production when he hits Tech 3.
Give me Wraith.
The third base coming out for EoD as well on the right hand side. That has been scouted. Both players have scouted those third base. The Warlord's just going to be chasing down a poor defenseless Hunter. Separated from the pack.
It's so weak and it gets away. What a god. Live to fight another day. Here,
push up onto EoD's main though.
Yeah, I don't know about that. He's got vulnerable.
No, I don't agree with this. Desi dropped just around the corner as well.
Yeah, it's 12 minutes. It's time. EoD has been sitting around a lot, so he's not taken out any minis. He's not captured many nodes. He's certainly not killed a lot of the Sentinels, so that's why he's so far behind, actually. Oh, gets a Locust. That's nice. So he can combo that with a Slam, stunning
Big
these
beam
units.
coming down onto Hero's army. He's going to try and run out of this one. He doesn't have Extract up by the looks of things.
Oh, there's no split! 2 of the Marauders are going to go down, and almost the Reavers have died as well. They're really low. The Engineers can heal them up, though. Oh, wait a second. There's a... On the other side, with the Spirit support and that Wraith, that base is probably dead. Even if all the Marauders come around to try and save it, I don't think it's enough. Are there Engineers with them? Nope. Space.
There's 3 engines here with the Hunter as well, so this base is going to go down.
Oh, another Wraith? You kidding me? There might be enough to fight
here as well. Just have Boundless Siphon though, but the engine bubble's coming in clutch. 3 Wraiths here now with a Vet 2 Hunter and the engines as well, so all these Marauders are getting creamed right now. Hero hasn't lost a single unit on this side. Trying to get the Wraith away, does lose 1. Big Desi drop, and the Extract immediately out of there. Well played.
I was so clutch right when the ability came down.
Another perfect Extract from Hero Absolution. I don't know if it's just luck or he's actually making these plays happen, but they are on point.
It is a raw skill, he would say.
The display team on all of the Marauders.
A lot of them are going down, but they take down a Reaver, and 3 of them get away, so it's not all bad, I guess. Considering how much Hero is spent on this, that's actually fine. That said, Hero does have reinforcements 1 done, so he could catapult ahead in population here. Not that EoDspartan Seb wouldn't be able to afford all that. He's making a blister back? What? That's generally weird.
They do pretty well against Wraiths. That's about it. You only want 1 or 2, really.
Yeah.
But EoD's trying to defend his Fed. He wants that back up and running. He's going to pull in a Marauder as well for good measure. And there's a lot of energies from Hero Absolution.
I love those Reavers jumping into the middle to kill that 1 Grand. That was great.
Well,
this is certainly going into the late game now. Scorch is great. Scorch really changes up the matchup between Wraiths versus Wraiths. Normally it would be like pretty tame, right? But once Scorch comes in, well, you do not want to pump against that.
Starting to pull magic tricks and disappear in fights.
Yep.
Decimus gonna just pop his Y ability there. It looks like a bit of a micro error maybe from EoD because there was no units around.
I don't know what that was. Yeah, clearly misclick. Reinforcements 1 coming in finally for EoD. Hero is remaking his hero. Spirit support is ready. And vehicle upgrade 1 is on the way for him.
EoD's setting down the blister backs on his Fed base. He's got the shield coming up. Both players just playing really passively at the moment. Looks like Hero's the guy who's trying to make the most happen.
Pulls 1 Wraith, that's not very lucky actually. Sometimes you get 2. Anyway, that one's gonna go down easy. And actually a lot of the Scorchers from Hero completely missing, but EoD walks into them anyway.
Yeah. Vortex going to be coming down, catching a lot of the army there.
Especially catching the engineers is great, but there's only 1 Reaver here for Spartan Seb, so I don't think they'll be killing anything here. Look at all those engineers, it's a whole fleet of them.
That damage reduction does come in clutch in fights, especially when you can rotate the bubbles. 40% damage reduction. Whose idea was that, Naka?
I'm not sure. But I know we never changed that. It just seems to work. You know, you get some anti-air units and all of a sudden they start popping. So I think it kind of does what it should.
EoD playing really defensive. He's setting up blister backs across all of his experts. Not sure what he's waiting for. We're not seeing a transition into like Desi Banshees or anything like that. Just everyone's solely sticking to Wraiths at the moment. He has the 2 tanky leaders as well. Looks like Boundless Fury's just come in as a point too.
Ooh, yeah, that's gonna be really, really useful. It's like having an extra upgrade almost. But only for damage and speed actually. It does affect speed. Hero gonna be pushing in here, and well, EoD is out of position, but the beam's gonna be going down right on top of those engineers. Good luck spending all of them out.
Well.
Oh my god, all of them are going down. Only 3 live out of like 8.
The shield drops counter beam from Hero, but that's gonna miss everything. Gonna chase down 2 Wraiths, which are trying to run away. Gonna at least pick off 1 of them, but not the best beam, not as good as EoD's there.
Yeah, that's not a good trade. You trade a lot of power for some supplies. It's not great. Ooh, a lot of splash damage being taken there. The blister back, as well as the Scorch is going down right on top of Hero's army. He has to turn around. Oh, it might be. Yep.
Hero's gonna back off. He's getting logistics level 1 and vehicle level 1 in the background as well. Oh no, level 2 is both.
Oh yeah, that's level 2. And logistics level 2 actually. Guy's mad.
Faster production and stronger Wraiths.
And I'm pretty sure he's got raid too. These vehicles seem faster than before.
Yeah, more than likely. I noticed it when he was taking the power node. He was taking it extremely fast. Possibly went raid 2 into extract. Taking down the mini bases. The honor guard is back. We haven't seen him for a while, but he takes down the mini at the back as well.
Nice one.
Hero looking pretty strong in this game now. Taking down both mini bases.
Yeah, you know, I'm thinking it might be time to go into some shrouds. They do block those brave shots.
Misses another Y ability with the Decimus. The rest are going to try and chase him down. He's lost his shield, but he's going to self-heal as he walks away.
Yeah, going back into the shield as well, so it's all good. But Spartan Seb is not really in position right now. And he still has a bunch of Marauders, not exactly the most useful units.
Not only that, but Displace is going to be back up, which means this push on EoD's main base, he has detect. As soon as that army comes close, he will displace it away.
Yeah, EoD definitely wants to be picking up teleport ASAP so that he can counter displacement from now on. It is 20 minutes, so I think it's realistic. He is also about to get a point, so if he somehow doesn't have it, then now is the time.
And Hero's just wrapped all the way around the back, not really doing too much except picking that mini base up all the way to the third base of Almirante now, of EoD. They're going to be getting mass cloaking going down, a big engagement going to be going down in the middle.
Dude, he can't see anything. There's no detect here. Hero even getting down the spirit support.
He teleports out, but Decimus is going to get picked off. He was not in the radius, but he should be back off cooldown. He can drop him back in anytime he wants.
These engineers will heal everyone back up. Only one of the Wraiths is actually hurt. Going for the main now. There are 2 blisterbacks nearby to try and barrage this down. But is that actually going to be enough? I don't know.
Big Vortex coming down. Going to catch a lot of the Wraiths as they fly by.
That's
Jim probably wants to get focused immediately. In case you do lose your detect. And there is the Displace all the way to the back of the map.
Oh my. And the teleport is on cooldown right now. So there's no way that gets back.
Yeah, this base is getting stripped.
Yeah, Hero actually used his Scorches on the base. So some of the buildings are already quite weak, but that said, the Wraiths are taking a lot of damage there. Shield has been killed, so that leaves only the Cloaking Gen now to protect this. There's a lot of engineers though, so I don't think that's going to be a problem.
For Seb in the short point as well, but EoD should have extract. Maybe Telly as well by now.
This is EoD's chance while everything is so bunched up. A mass Scorch now
Gonna extract out.
Help a lot. 3 buildings died, as well as the Cloak Gen and the Shield Gen. That's gonna be expensive to replace. EoD does not have the money. He has 4 pop though, so as long as he can keep the army at bay, he's good. Mr. Back says pew pew. These Wraiths can't stay here. More of them coming, but I mean... Oh, wait a second, the honor guard goes to the main. That can stop the shield gen.
You can stop the shield gen, or you can pick off these pads because they are all red bar while they push onto the Fed.
That's a good idea too. Oh god, Hero's getting wrecked here. He can't stay. No way. Wait, the beam going down, hitting 3 Wraiths at the same time as well as the engineer, takes it all out. But is he gonna get 2 more Wraiths? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, he killed all of it with one beam! No!
Hero down to 53 population. He might deny the shield gen, but the Wraiths are here to stop him, and an Engie as well. He's gonna get pushed off.
Yep. Good try,
more Wraiths getting pissed off. We got Vet 1, a blister back on defense under a shield.
Hey,
super annoying.
King blister back. I mean, that honor guard still did kill 2 harvesters. One of them was upgraded, so it's pretty good.
Hero now has to repopulate though. He doesn't have the blue for this. 61 population, only 400 blue, where EoD's sitting at 120 pop right now. 1500 blue. He could push, but we haven't seen him push at all yet this series. Or this game, sorry.
that's the big question, right? Is EoD gonna realize that he has this window right now? Is he gonna go? Because if not, then you know, he can easily throw his advantage. There's only one Reaver as well to detect, so that is the obvious target for Hero to focus down, and then he can camp under the cloak.
Yeah, looks like he is pushing. He's setting down the blister backs as well. Hero can't get full pop right now. He's struggling very badly on resources.
All good as long as he kills that. What was that slam? EoD just using viabilities in every place where there's nothing. So yeah, not a great game for him in that regard, but great holds, great turtling, and overall great economic play. Now he scorches the high ground. Alright.
Warlord's gonna get chased down, but that is a big, beefy, thick health bar.
Vigo. No, never mind. He's gonna pull the Reaver close.
Yeah, the Reaver goes down. They do not have any detect. All these rifts for EoD are getting melted now that they cannot see the army.
Nope, he's gotta get out. He knows that he doesn't have detect, right? Run! Hero getting back to full strength, and he does have 7 slots everywhere now. Upgrading the last remaining pads that aren't yet upgraded. Yeah, he's got... Oh, he's actually got...
EoD teleports to the main base and then gets displaced immediately away.
Throwing 4 Wraiths then. That's what that's gonna do. But our players are still remarkably even. If EoD just runs away, he can still come back very easily from this.
Yeah, Hero just can't afford to lose units right now. And that is a big scorch with Vortex. Everything is caught out. The beam coming down. Level, Vet 1 Warlord goes down. Both players pretty similar population right now. Mass Cloaking comes out again.
Under the shield, but there's still some detect here. And 2 of the blister backs are here, so they're helping out the ton. One of the 1-star one dies, however. And I gotta say, Hero is stomping in this fight.
Spirit support coming in onto the blister back at the back as well. He's gonna try and get in the air, but he shouldn't be able to escape, surely.
Yeah, even the Braves just doing their pew damage is more than enough for that.
And Hero smells an opportunity. He's going to push up on the third base of EoD. EoD down to 61 population, and now he has no resources.
More Scorches going down. Oh, that Brave gets away just barely. Hold on! There's another beam! This time Hero is ready.
Yeah, luckily Shipmaster has so many evasive tools. The extract is going to keep him alive.
Now EoD who's behind him, Pop. He's got a 7 base though oh, wait, his main expo, his second expo, actually is not upgraded to a 7 slot. He could be falling behind long term a lot, and he still didn't upgrade his mini base pads. Actually, on his back mini, he doesn't have a pad. He's got unupgraded pads on the main too. Dude, this could, in the long term, really hurt EoD. I'm worried about this next push from Hero.
Still got 2 leader points as well. EoD, he's not spending them, but he's getting 45 level 3 now in the background. While Hero making another push. Hero now has the population lead as he pushes up onto this base. Should be able to take the shield down pretty quickly.
Well, everyone's stacking up. Blisterback is happy to hear it.
He needs to split. He doesn't want to be caught in that choke point with all these rifts to the leader powers. That tends to keep happening a lot between these players. There we go. The Desi drop's going to come down. They try and chase the army. Tactical displace is going to go all the way to the third base where the honor guard sat, and he's just going to go through there. You're going to try and go through there. Everything is getting eaten off.
EoD
might chase. Yeah, he can follow. He might chase. Looks like that's exactly what he's going to do.
But the Braves are surrounding this area. Are they going to
surround him? So he needs to do a leader power, something. Vortex going to be coming down onto the edges.
Another extract? No,
he
just
went
back.
back.
Yeah.
Oh, they was displaced. The army was displaced by the looks of things. They're at the back mini now, all of those rifts.
Decimus was so low, but actually gets back to a respectable amount of health, and together with the Blisterbacks and the Warlord, actually gonna take down that Honor Guard? Seriously?
Yeah, the Warlord kept stunning him, so he couldn't do anything. They was taking him out of the fight.
Yeah, should be able to pull him again, but actually Cloak now can get away that way.
In Cloak, and he's going to run past all of these rifts. Meanwhile, Hero going to drop another Spirit Support on the left-hand side and take down a mini base.
Taking down the Zenjis with the Wraiths is actually a pretty high IQ play as well. I like it. Hero's in 3 places right now, doing a lot of work. And he's still up in the node count, also capturing another with a Steve.
EoD upgrades his second base. So that's going to be a Tech 2 base with 7 pads. First time this game. Hero's had that for a while though. Definitely helping his economy.
There's not a huge difference right now between their banks.
No, not at all. It's all going to boil down to the next few engagements. EoD making a push up while Hero is all the way on offense near that mini base.
Without the minis, is Hero going to have a substantial lead though? I mean, we're talking 3 7-slot bases that can't matter too much at this point. Nor do the leader powers. We're at 30 minutes, so most of them will be unlocked by now. Scout Mine displace, I guess, could be a thing. Or maybe he goes into beam free.
We are getting another push onto the main base. EoD is caught out of position for the time being. The shield will drop.
Shield turret. Shield gen is gonna go down.
Yeah, he takes that down.
Cloak is still up though, so if you can take care of those NGs. Actually,
the Reavers get pulled in.
Yeah.
We are getting another push on the third base with another Wraith army. Beam level 3 going to be coming down from EoD though onto all these Wraiths. Hero isn't watching his cases out at the other side of the map. Loses a ton of Wraiths. All of them, in fact. About 8 Wraiths just go down to a beam.
He's looked at the end, but everything was already dying. No point in even trying to get out there.
Yeah, so it was unfortunate. He was trying to micro at the main base, but a big beam coming down over there.
Well, he's lost both fights now, so once again, an opportunity for EoD to counterattack. But not to say that Hero is too much behind at all. He's actually even in population. It's just a lot of it is in production. What's that air stuff he's making? Just engineers. Well, Liam, I think we're going to be here a while.
Repeating the same stuff over and over again.
Yeah.
Got an extra shield gen going on EoD's third base now, but
there's just no great transition out of this, sadly. So, it's not like you can go mass banshees, but shit.
We do get a Scarab coming out though from Hero Absolution. Nobody saw that one coming.
Oh. Tactical gateway to the back. Let's go.
He's up as well. On a guards, on a mission. He's running. Finds himself running into a Wraith army though. Yeah, you can't really fight Decimus head on with a Scarab though. He has to go for a base kill. Yeah, he has to go for a base kill.
This Heroes will keep pulling and stunning it. It's just not gonna work.
There we go. Get over here. Alright, it's dead.
Beam 2 on those Wraiths. Hold on. EoD slightly splitting, I guess. And oh my god, those things are quick enough. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? They can just move away. Doesn't even need to split.
Big ability from the Decimus Hero there. The Warlord is almost dead, but the Scarab's getting pulled around left, right, and center, playing ping pong with the guy.
Still 3 Wraiths here from EoD. And no engineers to heal that Scarab. Oh, the
Wow.
splash damage was absolutely sickening. Holy crap, EoD.
The pull with the splash, the vortex on the Scarab, the pull on the Scarab again, and he gets displaced.
Well, you know what? That other guard is not going to be gearing up for that portal anytime soon. This Scarab needs some loving.
Okay, so now we're kind of just back to square one. We're just waiting for Hero to make the play. He can't. He just needs to catch him off guard. So he needs.
It's now. The time is now. Let's go.
It's coming, but I would have liked to have seen him wait a bit longer for the displace. So he could do this. The army walks all the way there, and then displace the army.
Very true, although if he did that, then EoD would have teleport. But then
Doesn't
he
get
can't
you back
escape
all the way there.
beam? Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Oh, shield, he needs to main their base. Oh, his shield juggling.
Uh-oh. If that comes up...
3 seconds out, 2
it's
seconds.
not
Yeah, it's
far
coming
out.
up. Scarab gets pulled in. All the way across the base. Look, the Scarab just went through the base.
Where is it going?
Has no idea what it's doing, but we now have a counter Scarab from EoD.
Oh no. Well, it's got more buffs, that's for sure.
Got more buff and it cannot be pulled.
Yeah. Nothing to pull with.
So EoD is going to follow Hero through the tactical gateway to his main base. Scarabs are going to clash. Going to have a 1v1 Scarab fight in the middle of the map in a second.
You know what? It's actually, I think, better to ignore the other Scarab and just go for the buildings. Oh, he's gonna fight it. Never mind.
EoD has no detect.
Yep. Just goes under the cloak and problem solved. Oh, bad. He's gotta run now. He's losing so many Braves. Hero can totally come back. They are even on resources. Actually, Hero turns out to have a lot more power. Just because of the nodes he must be controlling. Vortex is ready. That could help win the Scarab fight. But with the Hero so weak, he doesn't want to engage right now.
Yeah, I don't think anyone knows what's going to happen right now. It could go either way. Both of them keep exhausting all of their leader powers. We've got Scarab mirrors on each side. Obviously the Decimus. Decimus super weak, but he's probably off cooldown by now. He can be dropped back into... At this stage, you might as well just let him die for another free Y ability drop.
Hold on, this basement is up. Oh my god, Hero has glassing free. Is he gonna do a glassing beam displace? No,
There he is. He's just gonna glassing beam. Screw it. Beam level 3 is not banned anymore. After the recent nerf. He cancelled that prematurely so he could chase down the army, but he did kill a lot with it. Decimus still weak. He is one shot and the Wraith bullet goes through him. Beam level 3 from Decimus now. Gonna be coming down on Hero. Teleports out.
That's great.
Onto the Scarab.
Scarab's
Great play
not
by
gonna
him.
take too much damage.
Oh, I bet he's regretting teleporting onto this Scarab because his whole army just disappeared.
Well, Scarabs are pretty good against Wraiths. It is known. You really need something else to beat them.
You've got 4 legs that can handle 4 Wraiths.
Oh yeah. Just stomp, stomp, stomp.
Looks like both players are giving everything they've got here, trying to fight. Hero has the engineers though. Spirit support comes in as well. Decimus Scarab is weak. Vortex is going to be coming down on the Scarab. Going to be stunning it for the duration, but the Y ability coming down.
It's all good as long as the viability is there to shield it. Meanwhile, the healing helps a lot to get it back to higher health, but Boundless Siphon is kind of competing against that at the same time. So Hero does have to turn
this late in the
around.
game is tough as shit due to all the passive buffs. There's Reavers here from EoD as well, picking off a lot of these engineers.
Engineers are the lifeline of this army. They need to stay alive. Hero knows this and he retreats. Right into the shield. That's the right play. But here's the thing. If the Reavers keep bombarding those engineers non-stop, that shield is going to drop quick. And not to mention his Scarab's base damage itself. There was a displace, I think. But it didn't really do much. Cloaking just gonna go down! And an attempted shield juggle is happening now. But is that really gonna work? EoD has access to the base's buildings, which is probably what he should be going for. Or actually, right now, this Scarab is getting low!
He gets a Vet 1 Scarab! EoD has a Vet 1 Scarab and a Decimus drop comes in the middle of the army as well. Big wire ability. Guessing Cloak? He lost his Detect. Oh, there we go. Hero's gonna resign. What a game from both players there.
Wow.
EoD coming out on top. 3-1 up.
That was really well played by both Hero and EoD there, but the final fight was just so decisive by EoD, even though he got half his stuff displaced. The Scarab's position on the high ground was just such a commanding lead there, especially when he got the star. I'd just like to confirm that the cat in my notification does have beam level 3.
Is that the follow up? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I'm seeing that now. Oh, shit. And that is not the series yet. There is still another game left.
What maps are left?
At least.
Frontier and Fishers.
We got Ashes. Is it Ashes Frontier Fishers? Yeah, we start on Vault. Ashes Frontier Fishers.
Ashes is left?
Yeah.
You're right. Because it's a best of 7 and we're at game 4. Yep, you're right.
Sorry, Notepad never fails me.
Sorry, what's that?
Notepad never fails me.
Oh, you're notepadding this. Good choice. Hey, I'm just winging it. It's gonna be fine, is what I tell myself. And then I don't remember what it was. Well, from my side, this series is definitely the best. I don't know if you've had a better series on your side, Liam. I've seen the Almirante versus EoD series, and that was pretty nuts, to be fair.
Yeah, that was a pretty nuts series. And who'd have guessed it? We got EoD in another nuts series here as well. So always involved in the good games. I enjoy it because he comes out with some of the craziest builds as well, and it works. Like when he played Isabel against Beck and just completely walked through him. You don't see that from any other player.
It's what he does.
It's what he does best. And that's why it's such a joy to watch, changing up the meta. You don't see the constant things over and over again.
Yeah, Isabel is a great alternate forge, except the tanks, you actually want to make them yourself. It's great to see. It's kind of like UNSC playing Wraith meta. Big fan.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Scorpions beat Wraiths in a head-to-head.
They do, especially if you're Isabel.
Especially if you're Isabel, you should win it hard.
Yep. But then again, it's a matter of micro. Obviously, Scorpions have this tendency to stack into each other more so than Wraiths do, so you want to have that nice spread.
Scorch is much better than Canny as well.
Yes. But as long as you have the good arc and you get out of the Scorch, the tanks do win. I think the reason we're seeing so much more Wraiths is mostly because, one, like you said, Canny is just not as useful. And the other thing is that Wraiths are faster and have more range, so they're better against bases.
Yep.
No, we've seen definitely, even in that series where EoD was fighting Berg, that the Scorpions tried to go up to that shielded base of Berg, and then there were Hunters sitting inside. Well, if Wraiths do that, the Hunters have to be really close in order to shoot back. Whereas the Scorpion tanks have to move in. Then again, I'm liking EoD. It's easy to say after you've seen all the games, but honestly, EoD has been playing so well, kind of out of his mind, and now his turn to play Ship, actually, on Frontier. Interesting. Voridus is also a really strong pick, and
Voridus is a really strong pick on this, but I do feel like this is the matchup where you want the Honor Guard.
yeah.
Does work really well against a Voridus because they struggle killing heroes, but then Grens, an Honor Guard trying to kill Grens is just stupid because they explode every time he hits one.
Yeah, he probably doesn't want to take all that damage.
He takes self damage. It's funny.
Well,
Really,
it's
really-
Hero playing Vori.
really aggressive from EoD. He's got 3 grunts running straight down the middle.
Oh, that's great. I love that build. Real quick introduction for EoD then. He is playing Ship now in the red. And actually, Hero not contesting any of this. He's going for one of the sides.
They walked past each other in the middle.
Oh, the Grunts saw each other? Are you kidding me?
I don't think they saw each other. I think it was two. Each one passed on opposite sides of the power node. It's quite funny to see.
Well, I really like how he's going for the side power, because those barrels are more valuable. And on top of that, Hero has stolen a bit of the other crate as well. So, fantastic here. Hey, the Halo Wars Elites and the Halo Infinite Elites actually look giga similar to me. Mind blown.
So it looks like Hero's going to be securing all of that side power. They're both going to be trading mini bases as you expect in the middle of the map. And there is the War Council 5th. That Honor Guard is on the way.
Yeah, Hero just not doing all that much. I mean, he's picked up a lot of power. And then what? He didn't get the minis here. You'd expect him to take more, right? He's gonna lose the direct grunt versus grunt fight. The elite grunts are better than the brute grunts because, well, the brute grunts can unlock more damage through the mines.
Yeah, I would have expected a lot more aggressive build from him. Looks like he might just go into choppers, honestly, against the Honor Guard. But EoD might be stealing a Voridus mini here. He's got a grunt on whole ground over there.
I feel he doesn't have the production to make choppers. With only 2 minis, that's not gonna cut it. You could technically spam ghosts against that.
EoD went for it. His castle was on it, but Hero picks it up. But he does have a grunt on the other mini, so
Still good.
really strange what Hero's actually going to be building right now to counter this Honor Guard. There's no raid camps. Can't go really just grunts. Shrapnel rounds has been researched, so I don't see a chopper though. One chopper. So he's researching shrapnel rounds before he builds the choppers.
Okay. That's gonna give it away really quickly. I'm not sure I like that. It's kind of unnecessary at this point, but now EoD knows immediately, so you can react accordingly.
He does, and he can't go grunt mines because he isn't an elite leader.
Yes. Well, what he can do is make turrets and even prepare an engineer. If you just go grunts and engineers, that actually counters these choppers. It's kind of crazy. You'll not be pushing anytime soon, but you can stalemate them, and the choppers basically have to keep running back and forth between the healing areas.
Unfortunately, the chopper does get picked off as it comes out of the mini base there. But EoD should be able to clear out that mini base quite comfortably. I don't think we're seeing enough harassment from Hero right now on these mini bases. Not making good use of the combat spoils. EoD does have a turret on the main base, and he's already swapped into a double generator, so there's that. Hero, no second generator as of now, picking up the last mini base.
4 choppers, dude. 6? Yeah, that's starting to look more like it. Should be an easy enough job to take out that harvester. Oh my god, turns around after all. Yeah, once the chopper numbers go above 6, I think it starts to be a little bit scary. I'd like to see engineers for Spartan Seb. He's making the apex right now. Great. There is a turret. It's going up to anti-vehicle as well. Yeah, he doesn't want to stick around here.
I don't think he needs the anti-vehicle turret. I'd probably just cancel that. He has cancelled it as well.
Oh, good. He really baited that.
Yeah, I don't think Choppers is really the best play. I don't think it's working at the moment.
No.
An early Grunt Cheese with Grunt Mine would have worked a lot better than this. He would have been able to do a lot of damage to that generator and got Tech 2 before the Honor Guard even came out. Big Grendok coming up in this fight. A couple of Rams going down as well. There we go. We're going to watch the Honor Guard blow up the Gren and take a lot of damage in the meantime. Three leader points for Spartan Seb. Stacking them like a noob.
I don't know what he's doing. He's doing a no leader powers to #1 series.
He's trying to combat
YouTube if he does that.
He's doing the first person to not spend leader powers and win a tournament.
Yeah. Oh, he's tier 2. He's getting a third generator because what are the choppers going to do about it?
He feels getting a third generator this early as you hit Tech 2 just means he feels so comfortable in this matchup.
Oh,
he feels safe, like there's no jump pad brutes, there's no grunt. Always got his choppers, so he's not exactly going to lose a gen to choppers. They'll do a bit of damage if he does harass it, but he's got the turret, so nothing really to worry about at the moment for EoD. And he has a double apex up. He's going into Banshees with the Foundry also.
He's rushing air.
You better take down your Reddit person, Aka.
Well, if EoD wins with that, I'm pretty screwed, I think.
Wins by rushing Banshees in the semi-finals of the tournament.
Yeah, especially Shipmaster Banshees, it's really not something you see, so to those of you new, that's why we're memeing about this, but hey. You know, actual super late game Banshees with all their upgrades are not bad. I don't think anyone's denying that, but generally speaking, Brave Reaver is better.
Man, EoD's trolling right now. He's about to stack up his 4th leader point. He's got Honor Guard pushing the main base, going to scout for the Expo. No. Might be able to deny that. But this is just crazy what's happening right now. As Voridus on Frontier, Hero's like being really lackluster. He's not really done a lot.
EoD has 1500 power and he's upgrading to tier 3. Okay.
Wow. Okay. So it's one of those games, is it? He's going to deny this Foundry as well, so get Vet 1 on his Honor Guard, and his Hero's production is just going to slow down. The Banshees are here.
Oh, EoD has spent the point! He's bought something.
He bought 2 things.
2 things, yeah, that's it. What about the other 2 things? Nope, guess not.
Doesn't need them.
Shield just getting wrecked by the grunts.
Like, if he uses his leader points right now, he'll have a spirit support ready. It almost takes down that generator.
Yeah, if he turns around with that Honor Guard, upgrades the Honor Guard, drops in the spirit support. How does Hero deal with that at this point?
Yeah, I mean, if Hero rewatches this back, I would be very disappointed in this performance.
I'm sure he will learn from this game, actually. Like, he's gonna be so angry that he's gonna correct every mistake.
Yeah, you got to be more aggressive with Voridus on this map. So EoD's building Wraiths. We're only 9 minutes into the game. Hero's army composition right now is grunts, grunts, and more grunts. So the Wraiths are gonna absolutely slay, and it's only a matter of minutes before this game's gonna be over. His first couple of Marauders are about to come out, and that is it.
He's so far from tier 3.
Oh, he's gonna see the Wraith.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he sees the Wraith. He might actually just resign or something.
Yeah, he's not gonna cataclysm that base anytime soon. The choppers are gonna get wrecked by the banshees. Actually, they might get into the heal.
Big viability on to the one Wraith that has come out.
Oh, he's not microing them. The choppers are gonna die. Yeah, the Wraith's gonna get taken out. That's nice.
It's a big pick. 550 blue. They're not cheap.
Nope. So I'd say if Hero can somehow make it to tier 3, he's actually not doing too bad because he does have 3 nodes. He does have 4 to 2 minis, and Hero is only, EoD is only now starting to expand. So, you know, EoD doesn't have a super easy time affording those Wraiths actually.
He's got 80 population. 11 of them are grunts. He has 11 grunts, so that's 22 of his pop taken up by grunts. The honor guard has cloaked at his expo. Going to be taking down a raid camp, and EoD gets his expo built as well. As the Wraith production continues, and he still has the 3 banshees alive. The spirit support now going to be coming down on offense as well.
Oh wow. There is a Reaver here. The Reaver could be dangerous to all of these. And there's another.
Gets slain, and a beam coming down from EoD as well.
What?
Invig going down.
I thought for a moment he's memeing and targeting his own stuff, but...
Oh, honor guard might die. He is vet 1. He's not tech 2 upgraded.
Need a track. The missile comes after it, but it's not going to be enough. He's going to get to that healing point. Chad and Steve are going to get wrecked, however. They're not going to get away from this. EoD only has 1 point floating now.
That spirit support just got murdered.
Yeah, that was maybe a bit over ambitious.
Oof.
Take that, Steve.
Wow. Did you see that animation?
Oh yeah.
Crap.
He's flexing at this point.
Hammer to the skull, smashes his skull, picks him up, swings him around and throws him. God.
Well, Wraiths are pretty good against Marauders, you could say. Jeez.
These grunts almost taking down one of these foundries.
Well, they might, if they target it, but I guess not.
What a guard takes down a mini base in the middle.
He can't be too far away from the 2nd star, right? When you have that much shields, you can take those explosions, no problem.
There he is.
Oh, 2 stars!
2.
Level
And the
3.
upgrade.
Wait, is that level? Yeah, it's level 3, right? Permanently cloaked,
yeah, it looks,
but the engineer there reveals it, so that's why.
Yeah, he must have got both the level 2 and 3 upgrade.
Yep. 2-star on the guard.
And this is nasty as well. It'll be so easy to get that into Vet 3. Oh, he double swiped the Marauders. He almost kills them both with 1 swipe.
That's 1.
Wow. He's one-shotting Marauders right now.
King EoD not gonna allow that Voridus to get back, gets a few extra swipes. Anyways, the shield is getting hammered then. That's what's gonna be next here. More Wraiths coming in. But they're gonna have a tough time going through all that infusion actually. It's gonna take them a while to get here. Voridus gonna take some extra hits again. But now Hero Absolution has his own Wraiths. Oh god, that hero Voridus is taking
the Invig
so
might
much
save
damage.
him. He's going to get to the shield with the Invig, the speed advantage, allowing him to get back. Going to save that hero. Spirit support back up now, and both players not even full pop right now.
No, very far from it actually.
I don't think they've ever been full pop in this game, but interesting. It's been a very strange game I've been witnessing.
Well, there's spirit support. And actually, Chad turns out to be still alive. A
Cataclysm going to be coming down? Not going to do anything.
Nothing's getting hit. And
Yeah,
this
bit of a
place is
waste.
going to take away the vision, so the engineers can't even get off anything.
Very,
Oh, man.
very bad Cataclysm from Hero there.
That's a little sad to go out that way, especially if this base actually falls now.
It's
That's just not that
unfortunate.
much.
I mean, Shipmaster has teleport and extract as well, so he can quickly get out of the Cataclysm. It's not the best against ship.
Ah,
Only guards trying to make it out alive with his
solo.
life while he's been pelted by the Scorch. He is going to make it back to the healing spire.
No, Steve! Oh, the engineers are even dying. I don't know what their name is, though. Good dodge on some of those brave shots, but Hero just has a better army here.
Big fight in the healing spire now. The honor guard's going to abandon ship and leave his troops to die.
Abandoned ship, I get it. Well, Hero Absolution made a hell of a comeback.
It's just a shame about the Cataclysm whiff. Is he getting reinforcements yet? He has enough power to do so. Probably want to be looking into that. At least he's going to deny this third base.
That's great, actually.
It's a good pick for him. Going to get another Wraith battle going down.
A Maelstrom could be okay as well.
Big beam going down on the army as he's going to chase it. Good splits though from Hero.
Oh, 2 engineers
Only-
gonna go down. That's totally acceptable, actually.
He saves the Reaver as well.
Hey, that Honor Guard is gonna have trouble escaping if that Marauder keeps hitting it with its missile, but it looks like it does get away in the end. Scorch is coming down from EoD. What's he saving up for? He's got so much money. Vehicle upgrade level 3? Is that 2 or 3? It's free. Holy crap. 90 seconds out. It's gonna take a while.
I don't think Hero's level 1 yet. He's getting Scorched just now and reinforcements, but
Oh boy.
definitely doesn't have a vehicle upgrade. So it's going to be level 3 Wraiths versus level 0.
That's gonna be absolutely brutal. Oh, good Cataclysm can
Look
still
how
turn that
fast these
around.
Wraiths are with this Honor Guard. Holy.
Yeah, I don't even think they are slowing down the Honor Guard, to be
Holy
honest.
knacker. Cloaking Jim's gonna get denied.
Bye-bye.
Oh, just in time because there is no detect here.
Well, he should have spirit support up. Maybe not. Oh, there goes the Maelstrom, but teleport should be ready to go as well.
I mean, he's got no Cataclysm or any powers that could do harm to it. Except the Scorch! Oh my god, the Scorch just wiped everything in that
Oh,
Maelstrom.
he's not healing the base! Hold on! Those Wraiths just wrecked it.
And
Heroes
that
worked
might be
so
the
hard.
game.
He got so far, but in the end, EoD's just a god. Counterattack? I don't think so, buddy.
He's trying to do something, but he's on 1 base, EoD's on 3 bases.
Yeah,
Well-
oh my god! 3 stars!
They always say you never base trade a Voridus, so EoD is soaring back to try and defend this.
Yeah, actually he's getting that base respectably low and he's getting a lot of money for it. He might even get the kill. If he doesn't focus that gen. Oh my god, is he gonna have... Dude, he has
Cataclysm's
Cataclysm.
back up, comes down immediately.
Is this gonna be a comeback?
Extract. He's gonna extract out there, but Hero's gonna take the base with a play that nobody saw was coming. The counter push, and he just got rich off that. He needs to pick up another base while he's doing all this.
Yeah, absolutely. Or at the very least, stop EoD's other expansion, which is being made right now.
Yeah,
the
he just
direct
doesn't know
fights
it's
he
there.
can take
Oh, he does
as
know it's
well.
there. He does know it's there as well. He's got Marauders on the mini bases. He can take the middle mini as well, but what an absolute stunning play by Hero Absolution.
Yeah, I did not think he could do that, but apparently...
We
he's
got there,
also
free
got-
honor guard! So P.
Yeah, I think it picked off some reinforcing graves, and then that happened.
There we go, we got a Wraith push onto the other Expo of EoD. Shield gen coming up, but Hero's gonna deny it.
Oh yeah, that's not happening.
I just wish he picked up another base in the background. He has the economy for it. He's pretty loaded right now, actually.
Yep. And he's siphoning a lot more because, well, the shield gen is expensive, right? So that generated him actually as much money as the base can.
He can kill these 3 Wraiths as well. He has 6 Vest free here, and that's going to be expensive for EoD, who has no blue. He has no economy,
dude.
and Hero Absolution just completely turned this game around. Everybody in the chat,
so
everybody in the chat
well.
saying it. Everybody in the chat saying EoD's 1GG, and this is about to happen on their screens.
This is the comeback of the tournament, easily. Hero really making it work. I've seen people in the chat
Reverse
say that
sweep,
he's given
baby!
up. But no, he's most certainly not giving up. He's not accepting
No,
his fate.
he's just found some second wind. He's pulling it back. Both players now picking up their Expos again. EoD does have 4 power nerfs to 0, but the mini base lead is in favor of the Voridus player, Hero Absolution. Voridus back out. More Wraiths coming in, a Cloak and Gen going down on EoD's main base now as well.
And this is still a very much favored fight for Hero Absolution. As long as he gets that shield down, it's gonna be tough.
Oh, the
to-
displays
Oh,
plus
wow.
the beam. That was a bad split from the displays, though.
Yeah, really
He didn't
unlucky
split
there.
how he wanted to.
Oh, and actually
No,
all
no.
of those Wraiths are gonna sit in the middle of a Maelstrom and you're gonna get scorched!
The Scorch going down. That's the bopping up and down.
The Engineer helping so much though, this is actually crazy. There was nothing here to deal with the Engineers. And suddenly Hero not looking so hot again. EoD coming back now? No way.
Heroes down to 18 population. EoD a huge 50 in comparison. But that free honor guard is about to deny his expo. Let's look at the damage this thing does.
Well, that's not even fair. Holy crap. Hero
He just
is not
recycles it.
taking it.
He just recycles it instead.
He gets more money this way, so yeah, good idea probably. He's not gonna go back and defend it. He'd lose the Braves too.
Okay, so Hero's queuing up Marauders because he can't afford the Rifts.
Oh no. Wait, he's got so much money right now. Why is he doing that?
He's harassing the middle mini, but the honor guard's coming in and just swiping all of the Rifts out. Look at this
wow.
thing. He's like 2-tapping the Rifts right now. Oh my god, the damage just took it from green to red. Wow.
There's a fresh one. Let's see what it does. Oh my god, 2 swipes and the shields are gone. And health damage happens too. Not gonna chase it though for some reason. Voridus is so weak, by the way. Needs to go into a heal. In the red is not great.
EoD has managed to resecure
Ooh.
his expansion where Hero has not.
We're looking at the Scarab. It's the
Yeah.
full build time! He did not research any upgrades to make this faster.
We got 110 seconds for the Scarab to come out.
Well,
Hero
EoD
doesn't
can max out,
technically-
right?
Hero doesn't technically need a base because of combat spoils. He can just get the economy from attacking aggressively. Just more about the production, and a Scarab kind of cures that problem as well. Needs some enges though.
Yes, honor guard.
Oh, this honor guard is ridiculous.
Look at how much honor he's got. It's insane. You can slice Wraiths with it.
If this was Blitz, the honor guard would be vet 10.
Gets another Wraith.
This place is back up. The Wraiths are dropping like crazy to this honor guard. EoD does not need an army when he can keep the numbers down like this. Logistics level 3 coming out of EoD. His expert is back online. Honor guard going to deny Hero's expert again.
Yeah, that base is never going to go up.
36 seconds for the Scarab. EoD now sacking his expert as the Voridus hero tries to get some combat spells off of that.
Yeah, that's probably for the best too. The honor guard seems to be chasing it though.
Glassing Moon level 2 ready for EoD. He's going to start harassing the honor guard in the middle, and that is a big army of Wraiths.
Oh yeah.
Scarab's about to pop out. Let's see what he can do with it.
Well, the Scarab's the one thing that can possibly deal with this. Oh man, that Voridus has taken all the hits. A little bit of wiggling would have been nice to see, but yeah. Anyway, it's going to heal back up eventually.
We got a rally point on the back of the Scarab. Let's hope nothing weird happens there. Wraith shots get blocked or something that we don't know about.
Oh no, EoD said in the chat that his game froze. Oh no.
GG.
That's why he's not moving now, I guess.
Oh, wow. What an anticlimactic ending.
Way.
But folks, I guess we're in for another game.
Well, I bet Hero's happy. But it would have been great to see what happens.
Oh my god.
Oh no. Well, that leaves 2 maps. It's between Fissures and Ashes now. Gonna be EoD's choice. That is so unfortunate.
Yeah, EoD is not happy.
Can't blame him. Here's the thing, there's more banished leaders available after this. Both guys are colony. That's my introduction, guys. High energy stuff right there.
We've seen a lot of worms.
Yep.
I hope someone goes wall.
Oh yeah, that's just extra worms. Even the walls have worms in them.
You can just wall off the ramps to your main base quite easily.
Did you play that game, Liam? That game series Worms? Where they
yeah,
get each other 2D or 3D?
on like the PS1 or something like that.
It's PC as well.
No, I haven't played it on PC. I know they've got a load of new ones out now, but yeah, I played Worms when I was like a kid on PS1. Hogs of War and Worms.
Hell yeah.
There's 2 type of games, are pretty similar. They're really good.
I think I played the MS-DOS version. That was the first one. The very first one. It was actually really fucking ugly, but it was fun. And then Worms 2 came out, and that look basically was kept for the next 5 games, so you just kind of milked it because it was popular.
Yeah. No. Miss having all the free time as a child to play video games.
Yeah.
But
Well,
anyway,
you're not gonna
EoD.
be a Worm streamer, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. I play serious games like Halo Wars 2.
That's right.
So EoD has picked up 4 mini bases to 1 right now. He's about to pick up a 5th. This is not looking good for Hero, let me tell you that.
Nope. But then again, do you really want a mini base steal against Colony? It's so easy to clean them up with Goliaths, and the raid cap is already on the way for Hero.
I mean, it is, but then you've got all these mini bases to build chopper skits, which are just going to basically wipe through the Goliaths.
Agreed.
I mean, it's a Colony mirror. Fair enough if the opposing mini stealer wasn't Colony as well, but it's going to be interesting because Hero has to build Goliaths now, and EoD knows it.
What?
Oh,
a 4 count?
No, yeah. Oh, no.
So.
Not on this map. That was cheeky. There we go. We got a chopper and a Goliath popping out here, and a skitter as well for Hero Absolution.
So if everyone gets a skit, and Hero just goes to the enemy main, would that work, I wonder? It's not gonna do that, but would it work, do you think?
I think it would. I think that's probably what he should have done.
Well, certainly better than standing around with the Goliath. Okay, he's gonna go for it now. And there's a second Goliath coming. So yeah, he's gonna clean this up. There's not gonna be too many extra choppers. Hero getting a turret? What? He has that kind of money. It's surely better to just make a gen, no?
Not sure what the game plan is right now. Hero just wants to get back some of these mini bases. He clears out one quite comfortably, but there is a lot of choppers congressing around the next mini base for EoD.
Wait a second, he's not going down there. I think he's going for the teleport. That would be actually pretty big brain, because then he gets more eco out of it, and he can still threaten the main, but EoD suspects it.
He has a scout.
Looking.
He has a scout on the portal. He sees it come through.
Oh, wow.
The
Big
choppers are
brain from both
soaring
sides.
back. The choppers are literally soaring back over there.
It's gonna be 3 skitters here, so that's not particularly going to be enough. Oh, wait a second, there's a skit chop, actually, from Hero.
Skit chop gonna try and pick off the other skitter. Ram gonna be going down. He just slightly missed the generator there, but that should get on.
Ah, that saves the skit then.
Look at all these choppers coming in now. Hero's gonna have to back off.
Yeah, it might be just too much. Ooh, loses a chopper. EoD does. Those
He might be able to pick
work.
a pad though. Oh, the Rams are onto the skitter. He should be able to pick a pad here though. He has Goliaths. He has the heal.
Yeah,
oh, he's gonna run away. He's gonna run away. That is not the best decision.
Heal versus heal. Choppers had probably got. Oh, wait a second. The grunts had the viability
Grunt mine
there.
as well. He should have just took the pads. Yeah, he should have just took the pads. He's gonna lose everything here.
Yeah, you can't fight the choppers. They're gonna get out healed.
That was just a poor decision from Hero.
Yeah, he might have thrown this series with that.
He could have taken at least a heavy pad there. Now we've got Goliath coming through the teleporter from EoD. And a lot of choppers to support as well. Hero already got rid of his raid camp. And then a Goliath drop from EoD as well onto the main base. This is over. He has no choppers to defend. Got a lot of grunts coming back. Goliath ramp's going down. The generator about to fall.
4 Goliaths versus 1 base. It's like... I'm pretty sure there's a meme template for this.
Surprisingly.
But doesn't save the gen, that's a problem. Here's gonna be hard stuck in 0-1 for ever.
147. power.
He's... There's no power pickups, he has to take nodes, but if he does... I mean, EoD has a million years now to catch up. I mean, to soar ahead. He can even expand behind this, doesn't matter what Hero tries to do at this point. Losing the gen is just a devastating loss.
Army of Grunts and a Goliath pushed down the middle though for Hero. He's going to try and make a play. He's going to run into a few skitterers. There are a lot of skitterers from EoD. He probably has a Goliath dropper of his own by now. He misses 3 shrapnel mines there. He's pushing up to the main base.
Nope.
There we go. That is it. Series is over. EoD wins 4-2. He's going to move on to the grand finals to play Almirante in a single best of 7.
That's it.
Winner takes all.